Hello guys, welcome to my channel. In today's video I'm going to show you guys how I made this pocket. I'm going to show you guys the step-by-step process in making this pocket. It's very simple to make, so let's go to the first step. So you're just going to cut a piece of fabric, the fabric you're going to be using for your pocket. Just going to cut it out, you can see. So after cutting it out, you press it with your iron. So after pressing it with your iron, I'm going to apply a stay. I'm using a gum stay for this, so I'm just going to apply a stay. Then I press it with my iron again. Make sure you gum it very well. Make sure you gum it that the gum doesn't pull off. So I'm just going to trim it a little bit. Mine was a little bit wide, so I will measure the wideness of my pocket. I'm using 5.5 inches for my wideness. So I mark that 5.5 inches. Then I add 2 inches extra allowance. So after marking this, I trim every excesses. You can see. So after I trim all these excesses, I'm just going to fold it with my iron. I'm going to fold it around 1.5 inch. So after folding it, make sure you fold this make sure you press it very well when doing this. So after folding this, I'm just going to rule a straight line at the point I fold. Then I minus 1 inch. After minus 1 inch, I measure the wideness of my pocket, which is 5.5 inches. So I rule a straight line. So the length of my pocket is 1/2 inch. So I'm just going to measure 1/2 inch. So after measuring this 1/2 inch, I'm going to rule a straight line. You can see what I'm doing. Then I press it again with my iron. So I've already cut my pocket bag. To cut this pocket bag, going to be wider than your actual pocket. You can see. This is an illustration, so it's not a trouser. So I'm just going to use this fabric to illustrate how I made this simple pocket. So now I'm just going to measure 5 inch downward. So I'm going to rule a straight line, then mark a point here. So now the wideness of my pocket is 5.5 inches. So I measure that 5.5 inches, then mark the other point. So this is what I'm going to be using my pocket bag, the main fabric, and the actual pockets. Okay. So we're going to go to the next step of our pocket. So in this next step, you're going to fold your pocket bag into two, then create a notch. So I've marked a center point, as you can see, at my main fabric. In a normal trouser, this is the dart. So the point I mark, I'm going to trace it at the back. So I trace it at the back like this. Then I place my pocket back, aligning that point I notch with the point I marked. You can see it's aligned. So and now the pocket back is going to be a little bit higher than the point you marked. You can see what I did. A little bit higher than the point I marked. So you're going to hold this down by increasing your stitch of your machine, then create a temporary stitch. Make sure you cut all these threads out. It's very, very important. So now you place your iron pocket, then align the point you mark at your main fabric and that of the main pocket. You can see what I did. I align it, then I sew it with my machine. I sew a straight line to the other point I marked. You can see I'm going to sew a straight line to the other point I marked. Then the 1/2 inch I measured for the length of the pocket, I'm just gonna sew it again at that point. Remember, I ruled 1/2 inch upward. I'm just gonna machine sew it again, and make sure the two line is aligned. Is very straight. Make sure one is not surpassing the other. So after doing this, I'm just gonna open my pocket. You can see I'm just gonna open my pocket with my scissors. I'm going to fold it together like this. You can see what I'm doing. I'm going to open it with my scissors. Just gonna cut it like this. You can see. So after cutting it, I'm going to create like a triangle notch at both ends. You notch it at this point, then you notch it at the other point. So we're going to do this at both sides of the pocket. both ends of the pocket rather. So this wasn't visible. I didn't put my hand well on the table, my machine. So you can see I've notched it. So I'm just gonna turn it inside, turn the pocket inside. You can see the pocket is already coming out. It's very easy to make. So now the next step, we're just gonna iron this pocket. So now we're going to iron the face, the front of the pocket. You press it with your iron. Just gonna press it with your iron. You can see. Just gonna press it with your iron. So after pressing the front, you turn it at the back too. After pressing it very well, you turn it at the back too and iron it. Then remember the place I cut when opening the pocket, you're just gonna iron it flat. You can see, you're just gonna iron it flat. So after ironing this, you're going to fold your pocket. Remember the length of our pocket is 1/2 inch. Make sure it's exactly at that 1/2 inch you have sewn. After doing this, you press it with your iron. This is very important. You press it with your iron. After pressing with your iron, remember there was a triangle notch. You press at the front too. Remember there was a triangle notch that I notched earlier. So what I'm just gonna do, the triangle notch that I notched, I will stitch it at both ends. You can see, look at the triangle notch. I will stitch it at both ends with my machine. So now I'm just going to go to the next step. So now when stitching this, make sure that your machine doesn't surpass where your notch stop. The 1/2 inches you have notched, the 1/2 inches of the ends of the pocket, make sure your machine doesn't pass it. So you make sure that you stitch it very well and make sure it doesn't pass where you have notched. So I'm just gonna stitch both sides. You can see after stitching this first part, I'm going to stitch the other side. Please subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate. Thank you guys for watching, man. I really appreciate. So I'm just gonna stitch the other side. You can see the pocket is already coming out. Sorry, my thread was caught in there. So after stitching this other part, you can see the pocket is already formed already. So now remember there was a place I ironed flat. So I'm just gonna open my pocket, the main fabric. I'm just gonna open it like this. You can see, make sure you open it like this. Then stitch this point you ironed flat earlier. Thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. Please subscribe and comment. Let me know what you think about this video. So now you place the pocket bag like this. Then you fold this point, the main pocket. You fold it on top of the pocket bag. Then stitch it on top. Make sure you cut every thread. It's very, very important. After doing this, you're going to fold your pocket bag upwards to your desired length of how long you want your pocket bag to be. You're just gonna fold it. You can see. Just gonna fold it upward to how deep you want it to be. Then create a notch. You can see I create a notch at both ends. I've created a notch at both ends. You can see. Let me place it very well. I create a notch at both ends. You can see what I'm doing. I create a notch at both ends. Then you fold it like this. You can see. So after folding it like this, you're going to stitch it. Now start stitching this. You will just trim the excesses so it doesn't take in. I'm going to stitch it at the other side. I'll be using a trouser video very soon. Please stay tuned in my channel. You don't know when the next one will come. So after stitching this, you're just gonna trim it again. So now I'm just gonna fold it outside. You can see you're going to fold your pocket bag. You see what I did? I'm just illustrating again. You're going to fold it outside again like this. Then after doing this, you're just gonna stop stitch it around. Mine was too long, so I had to trim the up. Need to top stitch it. Thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate. Just gonna top stitch it around. You can see the bucket is already completed. So now I'm just gonna lock the pockets at the up with one straight stitch. You can see, just gonna lock it at the up. So now I'm just gonna stitch the top. I'm just gonna stitch the top at this place. You can see. Till I trim it. Now our pocket is ready. It's very easy to make, as you can see. It's very simple and quick to make. Thank you guys for watching. You can see how nice the pocket is. Thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate. You can see how neat it is. Please like, subscribe, and hit notification button. Thank you guys. See you on my next video. Bye.